U.S. President Donald Trump's administration has announced that smartphones and computers have been excluded from global reciprocal tariffs.
Iran and the US agreed to hold more negotiations next week over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program.
A large Russian drone attack caused multiple injuries and started several fires in Ukraine's capital of Kyiv. U.S. President Donald Trump's administration has announced that smartphones and computers have been excluded from Trump's global reciprocal tariffs. The exemption also applies to the 145% tariffs imposed on Chinese imports and includes other electronic devices and components, including semiconductors, solar cells, and memory cards. This was shared in a notice by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The tariffs would have a major impact on American tech giants like Apple, which has 90% of its iPhone production and assembly based in China. The Trump administration has said that the goal of their tariffs is to encourage more domestic manufacturing. But the exemptions seem to acknowledge that the current electronics supply chain is virtually all in Asia, and it will be challenging to shift that to the U.S.
Iran and the US agreed to hold more negotiations next week over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. No agreement is immediately likely, but the stakes are high for the two nations closing in on half a century of animosity. US President Donald Trump has threatened to unleash airstrikes targeting Iran's nuclear program if a deal isn't reached. Iranian officials have previously warned they could pursue a nuclear weapon with stockpiles near weapons-grade uranium. Palestinians in Gaza City once again face displacement after the Israeli army issued orders to evacuate ahead of military operations targeting Hamas. Many face the choice of choosing to stay despite the danger or yet again be forced from their homes.
يعني أنا بنزح لي يمكن هلقيته فوق 10 15 مرة. مرة نزحت 3 مرات في ليلة واحدة. إيش اللي مسوينه إحنا في هالدنيا هذا عشان هيك يصير فينا؟ كله مدنيين في مدنيين يعني كله أطفال ونساء قاعدة بتجري. وين يروحوا؟
يا علماء الدين المسلمين قاعدة بتموت هان ارحمونا يا عم من شان الله يا عمي. طلع بدأ مليار مرة نزحنا من هنا. مليار مرة مش عارفين وين نروح. اسأل العالم كلها بتقول لك مش عارفة وين نروح.
Israel embarked on a major bombing campaign of Gaza after the ceasefire with Hamas collapsed last month. They are seizing territory in what they say is an attempt to compel Hamas to release more hostages.
A large Russian drone attack caused multiple injuries and started several fires in Ukraine's capital of Kyiv. The city's mayor said on Saturday that several buildings were damaged as the drones hit a private house and a non-residential building. Ukraine's state emergency service was still trying to put out fires after sunrise, saying 3 warehouses had caught fire in the attack. It came amid wider strikes on several Ukrainian regions. In the northeastern city of Kharkiv, one person sustained minor injuries because of Russian drone strikes there, according to the city's mayor. In an official statement shared on Saturday, a Ukrainian operational strategic group also reported that Russian forces are regrouping to prepare for a renewed military offensive in the Kharkiv region. The interior ministers of 5 EU countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea have concluded a 2-day summit in Italy. The attendees signed a joint declaration calling to strengthen Frontex and for more action to combat irregular migration. At the same time, they emphasized the need for more European funding and communication with third countries. Italy, Spain, Greece, Cyprus, and Malta were represented, as well as the European Commissioner for Home Affairs and Migration and the Frontex Executive Director.